do you want to go and see your family? And I was like, yeah. I said, that's the only way you're going to go and see your family, because then they explained to me, he said, your over organs is actually collapsing, and your lung is actually collapsed, and we can't get any oxygen in your lungs. My name is Veerasamy. I've been working as a nurse since 2003, so that's coming up to 17 years now. Of April, just like 17th of April, I started like, my body was like not aching, but there was some changes, and I was feeling some changes. Not so much my breathing, not so much to do with like my taste or anything. None of that. But I was aching. I was like, I was like walking around, and I was feeling tired quite a lot. The weekend before the 20th, like I think it was, yeah, Saturday the 18th of April. I was at work, and I started feeling really, really rough, and even people at work was telling me, oh, do you know what, you don't look like your normal self, you're not talking as normal. And I was like feeling like lethargic, and I didn't have temperature or nothing like that. But that evening when I went home, that's when the temperature came in, and I couldn't find a thermometer. I went to the shop and I couldn't find a thermometer because everyone was just buying it. So I got one of the meat, the food temperature. Okay. So I got one of these, and I came home and put it in my mouth, and the temperature was about 38.6 something. Getting it, how I got it, there could be various ways I can tell you. What I could have got it from work, I could have got it from my colleague that was going on visits and people coming in, or I could have got it in the shop when I was going shopping, even though I was cleaning the trolley and I was like wiping my hands. I was in the shop. It could be that I picked something in the shop, I could pick an item in the shop, wipe my nose or wipe my eyes. There could be various reasons how I could have got it, and I wouldn't even be able to tell you exactly. It could be in the shop, it could be on the road, it could be at home. I know at home I'll clean everything all the time, so as soon as I got home from my doorstep I take away all my clothes all the time, and I put everything in the washing machine before I even go in upstairs and get changed. But I always maintain, like, I know from home I wouldn't be able to get it if I catch them boarded at home. Then touch myself or whatever. I know I probably wouldn't get it from, because I always got cleaning stuff at home. The Sunday morning, I rang the manager and I said, I'm not feeling well. I believe my temperature was really high. I believe I might have a COVID, or I don't know what it is. Or could, because also, every year around the same time, in September or in March, I normally get some kind of cough because of a change of season. I'd always get that. I don't know, because if I'm hot and cold, and I normally get it. So I thought it could be that. I didn't thought much about it. So then the Sunday, I recuperated. I felt a lot better. And the Monday, I went and had the test done. Work called me and said, look, because you've been registered to have been off sick with COVID, we're going to send you for a test. So I went and done the test. I went and had the swab done, and on Thursday morning I got told that I'm positive for COVID. So I thought, from Monday, every day I was feeling okay, I was feeling well, I was feeling tired, I was sleeping quite a lot, and that's nothing like me, because I don't sleep that much. 4 or 5 hours sleep a day is enough for me. But when I had it, when I was resting at home, I thought it was a good thing, because I was taking it as a positive thing. I thought, I'm waking up late, I'm waking up like 9-10 o'clock in the morning, have breakfast, clean the house, go and buy something, or get my brother to go and buy me something, and then come home. And I was feeling okay. I was like, because I didn't know whether I was positive or not, and I was like fine. I didn't thought much about it. So first day I got the result, everything was still fine. It was midday Saturday. I went to the shop to get some bits, and my brother came with me. I stayed in the car, but while I was walking around with the shopping and from my car to the house, I started feeling a bit sort of like my breathing was just like, oh, I'm carrying the thing, and I'm starting to get my breathing was becoming heavy. So I got indoors, and then I spent the night. My brother went, and the evening that day, that's when I started feeling like, you know what, I'm not feeling well at all, and I'm like, you know, there's something not right. Just like breathing as if I've just been running. Okay. Like, you know, when you're just walking fast or running, that's it was more like that. It was like it was like a breathing, like, you know, it was like, I felt it was normal. I thought like it was normal. It went from there, and the doctor spoke to me and said, within like an hour, they put me on. We had like they done a cannula. They stopped putting like liquids in, and they gave me oxygen. I think it was about 16 liters of oxygen we were doing. I don't know how, but yeah. So they were like giving me that, but that wasn't changing anything. I don't know what was the rate of my saturation at that point, because the doctor was measuring everything. So I don't know what was it. So then a doctor came and said to me, look, we can't let you go home, because you know you're becoming really unwell, because the oxygen level is not good. So that was a Sunday. Then they took me to the ward. They wheeled me to the ward, and then they started giving me all sorts of machines. Like they started putting oxygen mask on, various one, like you know, like I don't know how you call the dog breathing masks, and there was like, you know, there was masks that I can't even explain to you. It was strapped around my head. But they done various one. They done various one until the Wednesday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. They came in and put one of the strap machine. Like, they strap it around my head, and they said to me, "Can you turn around?" And they put me on my front and said, "Try and sleep with your front, because by sleeping on the front, then your lung will be able to sort of like accumulate more oxygen. So we'll be able to retain more oxygen." So I've done that. 5 o'clock in the morning, it was, you know, all them thing I'm telling you, it was like a surreal experience, because I wasn't even worried. I was tired. I was like, because then I felt, because the time in between when I could breathe and things, I was feeling a bit better. I was looking online what it is and things. I was just reading a bit about it. But 5 o'clock in the morning, when they came and said, and a doctor came in, I remember it was a lady doctor. Came and she told me, we need to take you and put you on a ventilator, because, you know, we believe that, you know, it's gonna really benefit you, because, you know, because your breathing is not good and none of the machine is actually working. That's when I said to the doctor, no, I don't want to go on a ventilator. I said to her, look, doctor, you just put me at 2 o'clock. You just put me on this mask, which was a new mask we just tried on. I said, can you just give it a bit of time? She was like, you know, I know we just put it on, but it's still not working. But because I was so tired, she said to me, rest. And I don't know how long after. It was like probably a minute or an hour later. Another doctor, and it was a male doctor, that came and said to me, do you want to go and see your family? And I was like, yeah. I said, that's the only way you're going to go and see your family, because then they explained to me, said your other organs is actually collapsing, and your lung is actually collapsed, and we can't get any oxygen in your lung, so we need to actually put you, so we can actually look at what's happening to your other organs, look at your lung and what's happening to your other organs also, because we are quite concerned that other thing is also happening, because we were doing also blood tests, like every 2-3 hours we were doing blood tests, we were taking blood. When I I woke up, I was petrified. The first thing was I was petrified because they were taking the tube out of my mouth. So there was like, all them people there. Somebody was like standing in front of me and pulling that tube out of my mouth, and I could see the person. I couldn't see the person. They were all masked and everyone was wearing masks, but I could see that person pulling the tube out of my mouth. And I was just looking at it. My thought at that time, it was like, I'm awake and I was choking. So I didn't thought much about it until then I woke up again. I don't know how long after, and I remember I just asked someone, did the tube came out, and they said, yeah, it's all out, it's all good now, you just rest, and you've been on a ventilator, but you've done really well, and everything is okay now. I thought I was in Disney at one point. I thought the nurses was like all robots. I thought the ward was turning on itself. I thought it was already set up, and I could see the nurse just walking like robots. And I was just hearing all sorts of things. At one point I thought I could see my brother and my kids was waiting outside the window, even though I was on the 3rd floor. Very emotional at first. It was like when I got home I was like really emotional. I was like, and now I thought it was like I had a new kind of like lease for life kind of thing. And even now I feel like, I want to do things. I want to be able to actually carry on living and be healthy and do things with my kids and enjoy the thing that I would never thought that even going into hospital that I could have been dying, but I thought it could happen. And I thought, if I'm going to lose the time I've got now and not spend that with my kids and give them the best of everything, like as much as I can, and I thought I would probably regret it. I said I don't want to go again and be able, because if I did go, I probably, if there was a thing where you can actually reflect on your life, if I'd gone, I probably regret and not being able to do enough for my kids. But I thought no, I want to spend the time.